because they accuse me of doing stuff that I never did in my life, and they wrote lies, and I will not allow that. I will fight till the end because I don't want that they damage my reputation and my name.
I'm reluctant to comment on other people's marriages because I don't want anybody to comment on mine. But they've been married 19 years. And in my experience, people that have been married that long are not necessarily polar opposites, right? They have a lot of commonality. And so I think these two are simpatico.
We haven't seen her, and her description of Donald Trump doesn't track with the reality of what we've seen. And I can't relate to the marriage or if they're even in the same place at the same time. So I don't think that's the way.
I saw unpleasant stuff that nobody wants to see it. And you get angry because, nobody should be putting up with that kind of stuff.
For years, Whoopi Goldberg and her co-hosts on The View have built their brand on fiery debates and unfiltered opinions. But this time, their words have come back to haunt them in a legal twist that no one saw coming.
It is a lot of misinformation and falsehoods written about me, and I want to put the record straight, and people can learn some things that they were never discussed.
Melania Trump has won a staggering $900 million defamation settlement against The View and co-host Sunny Hostin, one of the largest payouts in media history. The lawsuit has sent shockwaves through the entertainment world and left the show scrambling to recover. While The View has never shied away from controversy, this latest scandal proved to be its most costly.
Press, it's very dishonest, and it's a lot of lies that they've written also about me as my husband. And you need to defend yourself all the time. As you may heard, I file a few lawsuits. American people need to decide what they really want. Maybe some, strong tweets, but everything else great for this country.
Sunny Hostin made damaging claims about Melania's marriage to Donald Trump, presenting them as fact rather than speculation. That reckless move opened the door to a lawsuit that could change the future of daytime television. For years, The View has...
You can't have a felon, a liar, a serial cheater. He had Melania next to him, his third wife, who he cheated with Stormy Daniels on while she was pregnant. I think he stands against everything and flies in the face of everything that a Catholic believes and holds dear. He is not a faithful man. I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all agree on that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady anymore.
They agree with you.
She doesn't want to be the first lady. She destroyed the Rose Garden.
Taken jabs at Melania Trump, mocking her accent, questioning her past, and making bold claims about her relationship. But this time, they went too far. Sunny Hostin alleged that Melania despised Donald Trump and was trapped in her marriage due to a legal agreement. She insisted that Melania was unhappy, waiting for the perfect moment to leave. Claims that spread like wildfire. But there was one major problem. There was no proof. The criticism didn't stop at her marriage. Joy Behar made snide remarks about Melania's intelligence. Whoopi Goldberg dismissed her role as First Lady, and Sunny Hostin repeatedly cast doubt on her background. At first, The View hosts assumed this was just another day of heated discussions, but they underestimated Melania Trump's response. Instead of ignoring the attacks, she took action, launching a defamation lawsuit that shook the network. Her legal team argued that the statements made on The View weren't just opinions. They were framed as truths without evidence, a crucial distinction in defamation cases. And in the end, the court ruled in Melania's favor. Now, The View is facing the fallout of its biggest mistake. The once unshakable show has been hit with a historic settlement, forcing the host to rethink their approach to public figures. One thing is clear: Melania Trump isn't the easy target they thought she was. At first, ABC and The View shrugged off Melania Trump's lawsuit, treating it as nothing more than a publicity stunt. Behind the scenes, executives reportedly downplayed the case, assuming it would disappear with a quick legal response. But as the lawsuit gained momentum, their confidence quickly turned to panic. Melania's legal team came fully prepared. Armed with video evidence, transcripts, and expert testimony, they proved that The View had spread falsehoods with real-world consequences. They detailed how the show's baseless claims had damaged Melania's reputation, fueling negative press and misleading the public. Suddenly, the atmosphere at ABC shifted. Insiders described frantic meetings, emergency legal consultations, and desperate attempts to settle the case quietly. What began as a routine lawsuit had escalated into a full-scale crisis. Worse, the court wasn't just taking Melania's claims seriously, it was siding with her. From the moment the trial began, it was clear that this wasn't just about defamation. It was about accountability. Melania's attorneys wasted no time exposing The View's pattern of reckless commentary, misinformation, and personal attacks. And with each new revelation, the case against the talk show only grew stronger. The courtroom watched as recordings played of Sunny Hostin, Joy Behar, and Whoopi Goldberg making serious allegations about Melania's personal life, without any factual basis. The case also revealed a disturbing trend. The View had repeatedly gone after conservative women, including Sarah Palin and Kayleigh McEnany, with similar unverified claims. Then came the most damning evidence. Melania's lawyers presented internal ABC emails revealing that producers had doubts about the claims made on air, but chose to air them anyway. The legal team also uncovered past complaints from other public figures who had considered lawsuits against the show, but never followed through, proving The View had been walking a legal tightrope for years. ABC's lawyers tried to argue that The View was just an opinion-based talk show meant for casual discussion. But that defense crumbled when Melania's attorneys showed how Sunny Hostin presented her statements as insider knowledge. She had claimed to have sources confirming Melania's unhappiness and plans to leave Trump. Legally, this wasn't mere speculation. It was a false, factual statement. And that distinction sealed The View's fate. The jury didn't buy ABC's argument. After weeks of testimony, expert analysis, and overwhelming evidence of negligence, the verdict was clear. The View and its hosts were found guilty of defamation. The moment the decision was announced, the entertainment industry was stunned. Even The View's most dedicated fans couldn't believe what had just happened. The final price tag? $900 million, the largest defamation settlement in television history. ABC was thrown into full-scale crisis mode. Reports surfaced that top executives were scrambling to calm advertisers as major brands began reconsidering their partnerships. Some of The View's biggest sponsors were rumored to be distancing themselves, unwilling to be tied to a show now legally proven to spread falsehoods. Then came the unthinkable: cancellation talks. With nearly $1 billion payout hanging over ABC, The View had become too expensive to keep on air. According to insiders, the network was left with two choices: fire the hosts responsible for the lawsuit, or shut the show down completely. Legal experts called this ruling a wake-up call for media accountability. If a major network like ABC could face massive consequences over unverified claims, what did that mean for other media outlets? Would more celebrities start taking reckless talk shows to court? Was this the start of a new era? One where TV personalities could no longer get away with baseless speculation? Sources inside ABC say executives are furious over how this lawsuit spiraled out of control. And at the center of it all, Sunny Hostin. Reports suggest she's facing intense backlash from the network, with higher-ups questioning whether keeping her is worth the risk. Her careless allegations didn't just damage Melania Trump's reputation. They cost ABC $900 million and sent The View into complete turmoil. And the fallout isn't over. The rest of the hosts are said to be on edge, fearing for their jobs as ABC scrambles to contain the damage. Crisis meetings are happening daily, and according to insiders, network executives are seriously debating whether to pull the plug on The View. With advertisers walking away, the show isn't the cash cow it once was. If ABC can't turn things around fast, this could be the end of an era. What do you think? Could The View really face cancellation over this lawsuit? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you don't want to miss out on the biggest celebrity drama, make sure to like, share, and subscribe because we've got all the tea and you won't want to miss a drop.